Did you just spend $5,000 at Starbucks? How about $5,000 at Chipotle or McDonald's? And do you think I maybe did that too? Guys, today we were talking about something so important. So many folks do this every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year. They take the golden Starbucks cup and they say they're gonna hand all their money to things that don't matter. I want you to click the link in the video if you would like to join us for the More Money Challenge. If you feel like you don't know where your money is going every month and you're like, I have no money at the end of the month, I don't even understand what is happening to me, I need you to click the link in the video because this Money Challenge workbook, I've had so many readers email me in and say, Laurie, this has changed our family's finances. I had one person say, I'm gonna be able to retire because of what's in this book. It's so important. Good morning, as you're hopping on, tell me good morning, and I want you to show you what your Starbucks or Chipotle or McDonald's or Arby's or yikes, or like more expensive, like let's think, oh, Charlie's, Applebee's. I wanted to show you exactly what that's looking like. And for those of you who have husbands who are saying, my husband, he can't get on board, y'all, we're gonna walk around and we're gonna show you, I'm gonna show you today what your $5,000, you don't think it's this, your $5,000 Starbucks or Chipotle addiction is causing you. If I could change your family's finances, if I could change your family's finances, if I could save you $100 a week, that's $5,200 a year. So I'm gonna show you how to get $5,200 a year. How many of you think that if you really tried and really reined it in, you could change your finances? Let's go take a peek at what $5,200 looks like. Are y'all ready to go with me? Okay, I'm gonna turn this video around. Hang on. I get so many comments from people who say all the time, Laurie, your house is so beautiful. I wish I had those things. I don't have money for those things. And that's what I use, y'all, to hide my selfie stick in. So often I get these emails from people who say, Laurie, I wish I had what you have, and I feel guilty. So I'm gonna show you today what that $5,000 you're wasting on groceries and Chipotle and McDonald's actually looks like, okay? So every single week, if I could cut down your family's finances, here's what it would look like. We're gonna start actually over here. So, also it's a way to show you guys, this is a peek of our home. I want you to see what your $5,000 looks like. Right here, this cute pillow. I love this cute pillow. How many of y'all like it? And this, right here. How many of y'all think that is a darling little pillow? I love it. It was $10, okay? So right there, that's $10 that I did not spend at the grocery store. So $10, I said, I would rather have the pillow than spend too much on milk. Like, that's just the way I am. Then that little cute blanket up there in the top, it was $10. Same thing. I said, I didn't want to spend $10 at Starbucks. 2 Starbucks drinks cost me this blanket. I can make coffee and I love a pretty blanket. Who wants that? So much better. So we're gonna walk through the next thing. That's just 2 Starbucks, right guys? Now we're gonna go on, I'm gonna show you the next thing. $50 right here. So when you decide that you want to pay full price for groceries, you're saying maybe you're gonna spend $50 too much, right? People comment all the time, Laura, your house is so nice, you have all these beautiful things. I don't buy groceries. Okay, so this paint color right here, $50. See that pretty paint color? I went from tan to navy for $50. How many of you are saying, I can't have a beautiful house, I don't have any money, but you're spending $50 a week at Chipotle? So this is one Chipotle meal right there. That paint color going from one color to another color is literally one paint color. Also guys, if you will hit the share this button, if we hit 100 shares, I will give away a $25 Amazon gift card. Okay, so the next thing, oh, let's go over here. $200, we're gonna scoot on up to $200. Let's look at what $200 looks like. Right here, last week I ordered this cute ottoman. That was $200 in savings at the grocery store. That's 4 trips from Chipotle. It is not very much, guys. It's not much. 4 trips to Chipotle, 4 trips to Chick-fil-A. You guys, right there. Thank you for sharing, Marie. I appreciate you a ton. Guys, eating at home, thank you for saying that. Eating at home, Becky, is a huge change in your finances. Okay, so let's say that you could be really crazy. How many of you could say, Laurie, I think if I really went all in, I could save $100 a week on groceries and eating out for our family for 5 weeks if you did that. 5 weeks. If you do that for 5 weeks. Thank you for sharing. Holly, I appreciate you. You do that for 5 weeks. I want to show you. My husband is super talented, so this makes this a little bit easier. All this trim work, so we had no trim work in our house. It was just a normal builder grade house. $500. If you could save $500 in 5 weeks, give me a like. How many of you guys could save $500? That's all that trim work. Would I rather pay too much for groceries, or would I rather have pretty trim work? How many of you guys understand what I'm saying here? Tell me if you guys understand the mission of this thing, because I feel like so often people tell me their husbands don't get on board, they don't want to do it. If you went all in, you'd have a mansion. Isn't that true, Dahlia? If we went all in, there's a trimmer going up the stairs. How many of you, though, are deciding not to get the things you really love because you want something else? I'm going to show you something really big downstairs, but I want to go I'm going to try to see. There's a couple other things. Okay, let's walk downstairs. I'm going to show you a couple other things. I want to show you what our next thing is, what $500 would look like. One other $500 thing. How many of you guys, this is our patio we built last year. That patio furniture, that's 5 weeks of saving $100. I want to know, so many people email me and they say, Laurie, I can't get my husband on board. I'm going to show you how to get your husband on board right here. You need to think practically. Don't forget, guys, hit the share this button and I will enter you to win a $25 Amazon gift card. I'm going to show you exactly, I want you to see what your money at Chipotle and McDonald's and everywhere else is costing you. First of all, I will tell you that chair right there is one of my favorite deals of all time. It's actually from Goodwill and it was $20. Actually, I think $15. So that chair, that's $20. That was literally a $15 chair at Goodwill. So if I decided not to get 2 Starbucks, I could have a cute chair. You guys, I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. Bridget, I'm gonna show it, hang on. Okay. This is a big, huge project that was actually super easy. This is our guest bedroom. Y'all, everything in here is from Goodwill. Every single thing. So the headboard was $15 at Goodwill. The nightstands were from a yard sale. Guys, this was literally saving 20 bucks on groceries and getting some paint on it. Do you understand how easy? This is not hard stuff, you guys. This is not hard stuff. When you go to the grocery store and you pay too much for milk or anything else, this is what's happening. Guys, if you want to join me for this Money March Challenge and you want to see it all, click the link in the video. I cannot get over how many people have totally changed their finances. And I'm going to show you a peek at 2 other big areas. Let me make sure. Okay, how many of you could say, Laurie, if I really went all in, I could save $1,000? How many of you could say, Laurie, I could totally do $1,000 if I really decided for the next few months that I run in to do this? How many of you could do $1,000? How many of you could save $1,000? This little bar right here, now granted, I have a very handy hubby, so this helps a lot. This bar in our basement, let's think about how much $1,000 is. $1,000 is 10 weeks of saving $100 on groceries and eating out. 10 weeks. I want you to ask your husband the next time he says, honey, I really want to go out to eat. It's just a few dollars. It's not so much money. It's just one time, sweetie. Let's just do it. Let's just go out. I want you to say, honey, do you see this that we could have in our basement? This is way worth it. You guys, that was $1,000 doing that whole thing, which granted I have a really, really, really handy husband. So that helps a ton. Guys, $1,000. Now I'm going to go really big. And then we're going to actually, I'll show you that. Oh, I'll show you this and then I'll run back up to the $2,000 thing. I've got 2 $2,000 things, but I'll stay down here. Okay. How many of you guys think that for 1 year, this would convince your husband to get on board with you? Are you ready? I'm afraid to show this to you guys because I'm like, I feel this is a big splurge. This was a $5,000 splurge because the TV is darn expensive. This was my husband's craziness. We are not TV watchers, but this entertainment center cost us $5,000 because the cabinetry, we bought good cabinetry. The TV was stupid expensive. It was ridiculous. I still haven't decorated it. We won't be decorating it until I've saved some money on my groceries to buy some more stuff. But guys, if you told your husband, honey, let's not eat at Chipotle. Let's eat the chicken in the crock pot today because I think you would love a big screen TV. How many of you would just go nuts? Like how many of your husbands would be like, honey, we are all in. Guys, every time you spend too much money at the grocery store, this is what you're doing. Click the link in the video, get the More Money Challenge, go through the workbook with him, tell him what the goal is and tell him what it's supposed to do. And guys, for those of you who want to see how the wall turned out, I'll show you a little bit closer. So this is it's like stick wood. It's basically peel and stick wood that you throw on the walls. It's pretty cool. The cabinetry, we did buy better cabinetry. James put this in, but we bought it from Lowe's. So it's much like the other cabinetry was super frugal and it shows like it's not very well made. This is really well made. You can see the doors. Actually, I'll show you, I think this one right here. The biggest thing, guys, is it houses my kids' scrapbooks, which is super exciting. But yeah, so I can house all my stuff inside of those. So you can see how well the doors close. So that's why I did splurge a little bit more on that. The butcher block across the top is literally just a piece of butcher block. Can you put the link for the tiles? Jennifer, I will try to do that. I think it's called My Wood Wall. Go to Amazon and look for My Wood Wall. I was super pleased with that. We got the butcher block at Menards or Lowe's, and it's actually, because it's so big, it's 3 pieces that were put together. But guys, here's the thing. Oh my gosh, Anna, I'm so sorry about that yesterday. That was crazy. Here's the thing, guys. Every time we spend money on little things, this is what it adds up to. If you tell your husband, honey, for 1 year, we're gonna save $100 a week on our groceries, on our eating out, on everything else, and I need you to be all in with me, it could pay for a really cool wall like that. Like, that's what it bought us. So I feel guilty when we have pretty things, but we've been doing this for 23 years. This is just who we are. Like, we don't spend money on groceries. We don't, because this is what I really want. So the biggest thing we do all the time is we say, what do I want? What do I really want versus what do I want right now? Do you really want Chipotle or Starbucks? Like, really? Is that really your big dream of goal? Or would you be in heaven if you could be watching basketball tonight on this TV screen? I really encourage you to think about it. I'm gonna show you 2 more things real fast. I'll take you around here for a peek. Where'd you purchase the white trim? It is a team effort, Dahlia, and if your spouse is not on board, I promise it's worth it. My friend Catherine just showed up. Catherine, she's a decorator. I want to show her my wall real fast. Hey, Catherine, because you're on here. I just saw it shows me when you pop in. That's the wall that James just built down in the basement. It looks really fun. So anyways, what do you mean you don't spend money on groceries? Holly, I spend money on groceries, but I spend less than $100 a week, and we don't eat out at nice restaurants. We pretty much only eat at we don't eat much out at all. We eat at home, and that's what saves us money on groceries. So our grocery and eating out budget is probably around $150 a week, maybe less. So I'm gonna show you what $2,000 looks like real fast. So $2,000, for those of you who could say, Laurie, if I really tried, my husband and I could save $200. Right there is my, as I just came up the steps, sorry guys, I can't talk and come up the steps. That's my buffet, which actually my friend Catherine found at our house loft. It had been a $4,800 buffet. It was $800. It had 1 small nick. That's what $800 looks like. So I just want to encourage you, if you're not convinced and you can't convince your spouse to really get out into this, like, guys, the things that we really want, I really don't just want to say one day, oh my gosh, I have oodles of groceries. I don't want to say, well, I have no money, but my family had Tide. Like, hang on just a second. Hang on, let me see this around now. So at the end of your life, I don't want you to say, I never ever had any money, but I had Tide. I never had any money, but I had Chipotle. I never had any money, but I had McDonald's. Not only does it make it for these things, which we love the beautiful things. I like having a pretty home. I'm not gonna lie. I like beautiful things. I do. I like beautiful frugal things. Like, everything in our house is pretty much a discount deal. I don't ever pay full price for anything. But at the end of the day, I want to be able to give abundantly because I saved my money and I cared about something more than just paying too much for something I really don't need. Does that make sense? So I encourage you guys to really think about where is your money going. The More Money in March challenge, you can click the link in the video to get the workbook. It's been amazing. We've had people, you'll be in a group of folks who are doing the same thing with you, people who are so motivated and encouraged. We are gonna put the price on this up only because it's a ton of content. You're gonna be in the group, it's amazing. Thank you so much, James Kiesha, for saying that. I wanna ask you here what questions y'all have about money real quickly, and then I'll hop off. Each day in the More Money March challenge right here, you're gonna have a challenge and you're gonna go through, and there's worksheets to help you figure out what are you spending every day, how much are you doing, what exactly are you doing? Yes, dream big, Heather. I love that. Laura, you signed up but you haven't gotten the printable. Nicole, send me an email at contact@passionatepennypincher.com. James or Keisha, I'm not sure if that's how I say your name. I'm so sorry. If you will click the link in the video, you can get the workbook. You love your beautiful selfie stand. I know. Is my house a hot mess? It's so funny. It's the house. It's crazy. You love March. What are we doing? April, we have a big thing coming, but I can't tell you about it yet because we're still making sure all the details are worked out. Your ex wouldn't cut the food out. Now you're on disability. Oh, Marie, I am so sorry. I think that's the thing. The food is a huge thing that can cost too much. And if you can figure out how to get your brain wrapped around that, you can save on everything else. Oh, Holly, can I just give you a hug right now? Holly just said she appreciates this video and this program. It's been life-changing. Holly, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I have been afraid that this hasn't blessed people as much as I wanted it to bless people. And I feel like it's such good content, but I know people don't get excited about saving money. the workbook, it's $14.95. So I feel like we priced it as reasonably as we could to cover all the stuff that we had to give it, because it does take a ton of work. All the graphic design, everything has to be done. So I really struggled with whether or not this truly was a blessing to folks. So thank you for saying that. I know so many people have written me and said, Laurie, this has been so valuable. So I'm glad to hear that. Is your schedule for lives posted on your site? It's not, but I'm typically on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. and my friend Shannon is on Tuesday and Thursday. We try to have somebody on Passionate Penny Pincher here Monday through Friday between 9 and 9:30 a.m. So excited. Oh my goodness, Joy, you say clipped coupons and I bought it and you saved $30. I love that. Also, when you sign up for the More Money in March challenge, you're gonna get our coupon class replay from Monday night, which I think was crazy valuable to people. So I really appreciate that. Holly, I just love that. Thank you so much. You guys, I encourage you, especially if you have spouses on board who are maybe not getting on board, I want you to show them what $500, $5,000, $100, $50 can really look like. Make dinner fun, like have dessert, do fun things to make eating at home a beautiful blessing for your family. Decide what you want to do with your money, because it matters so much. You'd rather go on vacation. Angie, we have gotten to that point where I was like, even if we could ever have a bigger house, I don't want any more house. Like, we've got way more house than we need, but I would like to do some more vacationing. How do we find the replay of the class? Lori, click the link in the video if you're signed up. If you are not signed up for the More Money Challenge, we will send you that when you sign up for the More Money Challenge. If you are signed up for the More Money Challenge, we will send me an email at contact@passionatepennypincher. Amanda, I'm so glad you're signing up. Shannon said she's doing a CVS workshop. Nikki, I bet she's gonna do it inside the private group. So I will check in with her about that. You have such a rural place, we don't have much here. You've been eating at home. I love that, Meredith, that you've been eating at home in your freezer. One thing, if you live in a rural area, that really can help is you will be encouraged, because in some ways, by not having places to shop, you'll have a great menu plan and you don't have lots of places to eat out at, so you can stick to your budget. I bought it. It's awesome. You have 60 in your account. Good morning, Nancy. Okay, guys, so I challenge you this weekend. What's everybody gonna wanna do? You wanna go out, you wanna spend some money, you wanna go out to eat, you wanna go out to spend groceries, you don't wanna worry about it. This weekend, be different. Make it different this weekend. Do something different. Save your money. Decide what you really want. Pick your thing in your house. Pick a vacation. Pick a credit card bill that needs to be paid off, because that will give you freedom to do these other things. Pick one thing that's just crazy awesome that you want to do with your finances so much, and do it this week. I encourage you today. Stick with it. Y'all have an amazing day, and I will talk to you Monday morning. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.